The United States finds itself embroiled in a contentious debate over reproductive rights, a debate that cuts to the core of individual liberty and bodily autonomy. This issue is not just a political or legal matter, it is a deeply personal one that affects the lives of millions of people. The issue of abortion in particular has become a lightning rod for passionate arguments from both sides of the political spectrum. It has sparked protests, rallies, and heated discussions in communities across the country. On one side stand those who believe in a woman's right to choose, advocating for safe and legal access to abortion services. They argue that women should have the autonomy to make decisions about their own bodies without government interference. On the other side are those who believe in the sanctity of life from conception, seeking to restrict or even outlaw abortion altogether. They view abortion as morally wrong and believe that the rights of the unborn should be protected. This clash of ideologies has resulted in a deeply polarized landscape, with state legislatures becoming battlegrounds for restrictive abortion laws and legal challenges. Some states have passed laws that severely limit access to abortion, while others have enacted protections to ensure it remains available. The Supreme Court, the ultimate arbiter of the Constitution, has been thrust into the center of this maelstrom, tasked with interpreting the law and setting precedents that will have far-reaching consequences for generations to come. Its decisions have the power to shape the legal landscape of reproductive rights in America. The recent decision regarding mifepristone, a medication used in medication abortions, is a testament to the high stakes and the profound impact of this ongoing battle. This ruling has significant implications for access to medication abortions and the broader fight over reproductive rights. The debate over abortion is not merely an abstract legal argument, it is a deeply personal and emotional issue with real-life consequences for countless women and families across the nation. For many, the ability to access abortion services is a matter of health, safety, and economic stability. Access to safe and legal abortion services can mean the difference between exercising control over one's body and future, or facing the potentially life-altering consequences of an unintended pregnancy. It can impact a woman's ability to pursue education, career opportunities, and overall well-being. The outcome of this debate will shape the lives and destinies of millions of Americans, making it one of the most consequential issues facing the nation today. The stakes are incredibly high, and the decisions made in the coming years will have lasting effects on society. As the debate rages on, it is imperative to approach this complex issue with sensitivity, empathy, and a commitment to understanding the diverse perspectives at play. Recognizing the deeply held beliefs and values on both sides is crucial for finding common ground and moving forward. The future of reproductive rights in America hangs in the balance, and the decisions made today will have lasting implications for the fundamental freedoms and well-being of all citizens. It is a pivotal moment in history, and the outcome will define the nation's values and priorities for generations to come. Mifepristone, often referred to as the abortion pill, has become a focal point in the battle over reproductive rights. This medication, approved by the FDA in 2000, has revolutionized the way early pregnancies can be terminated, providing a non-invasive option that can be administered in the privacy of one's home. This medication, when used in conjunction with misoprostol, offers a safe and effective method for terminating early pregnancies. The two-step process involves taking mifepristone first to block the hormone progesterone, which is necessary for pregnancy to continue, followed by misoprostol to induce contractions and expel the pregnancy. Its availability has provided a critical pathway for women seeking to exercise their reproductive autonomy, particularly in states where surgical abortions face increasing restrictions. For many, this pill represents not just a medical solution, but a symbol of control over their own bodies and futures. The significance of mifepristone extends beyond its medical efficacy. It represents a key battleground in the fight for reproductive freedom. Legal battles over its availability highlight the ongoing struggle between those advocating for women's rights and those seeking to impose restrictions. Anti-abortion advocates, recognizing the pill's potential to expand access to abortion care, have targeted it with legal challenges and restrictions. These efforts are part of a broader strategy to limit reproductive rights and reduce the number of abortions performed. Their efforts aim to limit the availability of this medication, thereby curtailing women's options and making it more difficult to obtain abortion services. By imposing additional regulations and restrictions, they hope to create barriers that will deter women from seeking medication abortions. The accessibility of mifepristone is particularly crucial for women in rural areas, those facing financial constraints, and those who may not have easy access to clinics providing surgical abortions. In these underserved areas, the pill can be a lifeline, offering a viable alternative to traveling long distances to access care. For these women, medication abortion offers a safe and private way to terminate a pregnancy in the comfort of their own homes. This privacy is especially important for those who may face stigma or judgment in their communities for seeking an abortion. Restricting access to mifepristone would disproportionately impact these vulnerable populations, exacerbating existing healthcare disparities and infringing upon their reproductive rights. The consequences of such restrictions would be far-reaching, affecting not just individual women, but entire communities. The fight over mifepristone is not merely about a single medication, it is a microcosm of the broader struggle over reproductive justice. It encapsulates the ongoing conflict between those who seek to control women's bodies and those who advocate for their right to make autonomous healthcare decisions. It underscores the lengths to which anti-abortion activists are willing to go to restrict access to abortion, and the determination of pro-choice advocates to protect women's right to make their own healthcare decisions. This determination is rooted in the belief that every woman should have the freedom to choose what is best for her own life and health. The outcome of this fight will have profound implications for the future of reproductive healthcare in the United States, making it a crucial battleground in the ongoing debate. The stakes are high, and the decisions made today will shape the landscape of reproductive rights for generations to come. In a landmark decision that sent ripples of relief and cautious optimism through the pro-choice community, the Supreme Court ruled to maintain access to mifepristone. This ruling, a significant victory for reproductive rights advocates, provided a crucial safeguard against attempts to restrict access to this essential medication. The court's decision, while not a definitive resolution to the ongoing legal battles, offered a glimmer of hope in the fight to protect reproductive freedom. The court's decision to uphold access to mifepristone was not merely a legal victory, it was a powerful affirmation of women's right to make their own healthcare decisions. It sent a clear message that attempts to undermine reproductive rights through backdoor restrictions on medication abortion would not be tolerated. The ruling provided a much-needed reprieve from the relentless assault on abortion access that has characterized recent years. However, it is essential to approach this victory with measured optimism. The fight for reproductive rights is far from over. Anti-abortion activists, emboldened by their recent successes in restricting abortion access, are unlikely to abandon their efforts. The legal landscape remains complex and fluid, with ongoing challenges and potential appeals looming on the horizon. The Supreme Court's decision, while a significant milestone, is not a guarantee of continued access to mifepristone or other abortion services. It is a reminder that the fight for reproductive freedom is a marathon, not a sprint, and that vigilance and continued advocacy are essential to safeguard the hard-won progress made. The pro-choice movement, energized by this recent victory, must remain steadfast in its commitment to protecting reproductive rights for all. While the Supreme Court's decision to maintain access to mifepristone was a significant win for reproductive rights, it is crucial to recognize that it is not the end of the battle. This decision represents a momentary reprieve in a long and arduous struggle that has spanned decades. The landscape of reproductive rights is ever-changing, and vigilance is key to ensuring that progress is not undone. The fight for reproductive freedom is far from over, and the pro-choice movement must remain vigilant in the face of ongoing challenges and potential setbacks. Every victory, no matter how small, is a step forward, but it also serves as a reminder of the persistent opposition that seeks to roll back these hard-won rights. The ruling, while a cause for cautious optimism, should not be mistaken for a decisive victory. It is a reminder that the legal landscape can shift rapidly, and what is protected today may be threatened tomorrow. The pro-choice movement must stay prepared for any eventuality. Anti-abortion activists, despite facing a setback with the Supreme Court's decision, are unlikely to be deterred in their efforts to restrict abortion access. Their resolve is unwavering, and they will continue to strategize and mobilize to push their agenda forward. They have demonstrated a relentless determination to chip away at reproductive rights, employing various tactics to achieve their goals. These tactics are multifaceted and often insidious, designed to erode access incrementally. These tactics include passing restrictive state laws, challenging existing regulations in court, and spreading misinformation about abortion. Each of these strategies is aimed at creating a hostile environment for reproductive health care, making it more difficult for individuals to access the services they need. The pro-choice movement must be prepared to counter these ongoing attacks on reproductive freedom. This means staying informed, organized, and ready to respond to new threats as they arise. This requires a multi-pronged approach that includes legal challenges, grassroots organizing, public education campaigns, and political advocacy. Each of these components is crucial in building a robust defense against efforts to undermine reproductive rights. It is essential to mobilize support, engage with lawmakers, and ensure that the voices of those most impacted by these restrictions are heard. Personal stories and testimonies can be powerful tools in swaying public opinion and influencing policy decisions. The fight for reproductive rights is not just about legal battles, it is about ensuring that all people have the freedom and autonomy to make their own decisions about their bodies and their lives. This fundamental right to bodily autonomy is at the heart of the pro-choice movement. It is about ensuring that everyone has access to the full range of reproductive health care options, including abortion care, without shame, stigma, or barriers. Access to comprehensive reproductive health care is a matter of justice and equity. The struggle continues, and it is imperative that the pro-choice movement remains united, strategic, and resolute in its commitment to safeguarding reproductive freedom for all. Unity and solidarity within the movement are essential to overcoming the challenges ahead and securing a future where reproductive rights are fully protected and respected.